Hi, Romesh Shivastu here, Editor-in-Chief, SightsIn. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please do subscribe this for the HR news, for HR updates, and conversation with the top-notch CHRs. Today, we are going to talk about career in 2023. What is the meaning of career in 2023? Because the meaning of career is also getting evolved with the time. And to discuss in detail, today we have Mr. Harjeet Khaluja. He's a Senior Vice President, Human Resources at Reliance Jio. And Harjeet is also author and a stand-up comedian. Recently, he has launched his book that is Leaders, Decisions and Biases. And I think this is the extension of his book that is How Leaders Decide. So Harjeet, first of all, congratulations to you on the launch of new book and welcome to the site.
Thank you, Ramesh. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks for inviting me.
Harjeet, if you look at the various reports and also the current scenario, so the employee engagement and employee experience, that is the biggest challenge for the HR leaders. And if I can quote also one more report that is also getting viral by the Financial Express, that around 88% of the Indian employees, they are ready to exchange their job with the well-being, high paid job with the well-being. So this is the one scenario. Second, if you look at the employee engagement and employee experience part, so always if especially we talk about the employee engagement, so that is somehow centered around the career growth and career development of the employee. If you have the good plans, good career growth plans and good learning opportunities for the employees, then that's easy to engage them and you can retain them. If you don't have good career growth plan, so obviously that would be going to be difficult for the organizations to retain them. But what I feel that the definition of career is itself getting evolved, and that is changed now. It is now it is not like a linear path of the progression with the same industry, with the same field, and with a certain number of years, with a certain number of year of experiences, you will get up into the hierarchy. I think that is getting more personalized now. That is getting more fluid now, and that is more focused on achieving the personal and professional growth as of now. How do you decipher? If we look at now career, then switching the job and taking the career breaks and working on the multiple assignment at the same time, having their own business after the job, then they can again switch to the having the business, then again to join the job. This is being the common as of now. So how do you decipher that? What is the new definition of career?
Look, frankly speaking, if you look at the dictionary definition of career, nothing has changed. It defines career as an occupation taken by a person throughout the life or a larger part of life. So it is not that career definition has changed, the environment has changed. And when the environment has changed, so it looks like that the career definition has changed. Look, in the public life, what has changed? From marriage, now people have moved to live in. And this is acceptable and people have accepted it and people are doing it. Like definition of loyalty, that has changed. So earlier loyalty was for life. Now if you are into a relationship, so if you are having one relationship at a time, that is called loyalty. So you don't have to do that relationship for whole life, but if you are into a relationship for 1 year, so for that 1 year you are loyal to that person. That is called loyalty. And one macroeconomic scenario which you have to see, look, earlier what used to happen was people used to earn for their whole life to buy a car. They will put their savings in the account, and when they are at the age of retirement, they will be able to buy a car or buy a house. Then what happened? The time changed and people said, okay, nahi, this arrangement is not working. So what we will do is we will say that you first buy a car and then you keep paying for that so that you enjoy when you want it most. It is not that after that you are not able to drive the car, what will you do with the car? So you pay EMI. Then people said, why are we doing all this? Why can't we just rent a Uber and different kind of vehicles, chauffeur driven? What's the problem? Why I have to maintain all that asset, and uh, what's the need of a car? Now this has happened because of growth in the economy. Like earlier, it was only say a manufacturing sector, which was, or the agriculture, which were producing jobs, and service sector was offering very less number of jobs. When the economy opened up, say in early 2000s or say late 90s, the number of jobs increased. And there is a concept of career anchors. Earlier, we used to know there is only one career anchor, that is security. And most of us operated from the security career anchor. But there are four more security anchors. And that we realized after pandemic. Because you have only one life. And you want to live that life king size, because it can go at any point in time. After that realization, what people want to do is, people are saying, okay, leave that retirement thing, that I will do my passion after retirement. I will do it right now. And so the people who are with creativity anchor, they're going for creativity, and they're saying security, that security anchor which was there in the mind, that has gone. Because what has happened is, a lot of people lost job during pandemic. So even the HR guys know that was not because of them. And then the people also realized, ki even if I lose the job, what will happen? Nothing happens. I can get a new job, and there are many jobs in the market. And moment we start thinking in a different manner, the whole mindset changes. Then you want to choose, if security is not my anchor, what is my anchor? I love creating new things, I love accumulating expertise, or I want power in my job, or I want freedom in my job. So based on that, you start choosing your job. I was talking to a Uber driver. So that is my favorite pastime. So I asked him, okay, which day is the most profitable day? He said, sir, it is Monday. But I don't drive on Mondays. I said, why do you don't drive on Mondays? He said, sir, my wife has a holiday on Monday. And if we don't spend time together, then what's the fun of earning all this money? Now you see, this is a small shift in the mindset of a person who is earning through driving. Okay, I am not after money. I am looking for spending quality time with my spouse. So people have started changing, and that is why you're finding that work from home has become important for people. Flexibility has become important for people, because um, security is no more the anchor which was holding the entire economy back for a long period of time. Second thing which has happened in pandemic, that aspirations have grown. So and aspirations have grown for one more reason. Pandemic came with digital, and people became digital. So if you are sitting in Muradabad and you want to search a job in Mumbai, you can actually look for a job in Mumbai. If you want to be a YouTuber, you can sit in your place and you can become a YouTuber and you can earn money. I have seen a YouTuber, he had passion for going to different countries. Now he is fulfilling his passion. Instead of doing a job in a small city, he is visiting countries and making videos. It is not that a very high quality video. It is like, on my stake, I am talking to people and I am seeing, and people are offering things to me for free, that okay, I am coming. And then YouTube is also paying the money to this YouTuber. And that guy is earning more, and much more than a corporate job will give to that person. Now, This is a new profession which the person has carved out. And there are many such professions. And earlier, what used to happen was there was a stigma with certain kinds of jobs. That if you go to your parents and say, I want to be a dancer, parents will say, be an engineer. So, point is, uh, look, earlier when you were supposed to get married, the people used to say, do you have sarkari naukri? And then sarkari naukri shifted to, do you have private naukri? And then it came to, okay, startups are also okay. Entrepreneurship, that is also okay. Now, if you say I'm an independent consultant and I work from home, that is also okay. So this is a mind shift change of the entire community, which is making us think that the definition of career has changed. And this is basically there are more opportunities, and people don't want to wait for till their retirement for availing those opportunities, because nobody knows when the life will go away. That is one lesson which Corona has taught us.
I think you're trying to
Hmm.
say the definition of career is not changed, but the meaning is changed somehow. That is more, I think, broader
Of
meaning.
course,
Now we have the broader meaning right now.
the broader meaning has changed because of the ecosystem.
Correct.
And how in the ecosystem? Like now the jobs are flexible. You can do multi-jobbing at the same time. Like earlier, doctors used to do or lawyers used to do. That you are running your own clinic and you are working in 4 hospitals. Now the corporate guys can also do that. I am working for 4 companies as independent consultant and I know what my skill is. The dependence on education has gone. So earlier you used to say that okay, you have done engineering, so you will do engineering job. Now it is like you do engineering, that is the basic qualification. After that, you can become a cricketer also. So it is not the education which is defining what you are going to do. Uh, like we had put a retirement age that after 58 years you will retire. I was sitting with one of the Uber drivers. He was kind of 60, 65 years of age. So I asked him, um, so why are you doing this? So he said, I used to work for a company. I retired from there, but my responsibilities did not retire. So I have to do the job. And these guys are so good. They looked at my driving license and my skill of driving instead of looking at my age. And they gave me the job. Now, if you see, this is a shift from education or the kind of constraints we have put around the jobs. All those constraints have gone, that there is no retirement age. Till the time you can work, till the time you can drive, you can do the job. So when the entire environment is changing, so of course the parameter is same, but how people are looking at that is totally different.
Right. Also, that is, you have quoted one very pertinent example of the Uber driver. Passion you are talking about. So there are also a lot of companies. The companies they organize some workshop for the passion. They try to discover what the passion their employees are having. If they can discover, they can connect with their job. They can connect with the responsibilities. So somehow they can better engage the employees. How do you see this trend? This the more and more companies should adopt this, or what is your opinion on this?
Frankly speaking, you want to figure out what the passion of the employee is. Simple is just go and ask. If you ask the employee, okay, what is your passion? And you give opportunities to the employee to pursue their passion. Like if you see Google, they have a 15% rule. That 15% of your time you can spend on the projects of your choice. apart from whatever you are doing on your job. So this is a method of that, and they have got great products because of that. Google Maps was actually discovered in the same manner. 3M has a similar kind of process where they say 10% of your time you can spend on the kind of projects you want to do. This is one way of allowing employees to have flexibility and pursue the things they want to do. Now, suppose somebody has a passion in dancing, or like I was talking about, I have a passion in poetry. Now, how do you fulfill that passion? Now, what happens is, if you provide these kind of opportunities by creating, say, hobby clubs in your organization, what you are doing is you are actually fulfilling multiple objectives of the organization, especially in terms of employee experience and employee engagement, and um, creating, you can say, um, there is a gel which you want in the organization, which sticks people together with the organization, and people create social bonds. So if you provide those kind of opportunities, then people are happier, and when people are happier and they are pursuing their passion, so what happens is, if you keep practicing your passion, you become more passionate, you become more passionate about everything. And then if you're doing work, you become more passionate on your work also. So there are multiple ways organizations have used this. And look, straight and simple process is, you do career planning process. You ask people, where do you want to go? So that you can drive people. Look, people get driven by two things. One is either what I am doing as a person. So if I am very happy doing a particular job, that I am a scientist, I am discovering certain things, and I love my job. So in that case, you have to provide that job to the person. There are some people who are not interested in whatever job you will tell me I will do, but what is the money you are going to give me, or what are the benefits you are going to offer me. They are motivated by that. So you have to balance both kind of employees. So it is not that there are only one kinds of employees, and that is how career anchors are also decided. There is a methodology called parade. Like if an organization wants to define what people are passionate about and how to plan their careers. Frankly speaking, you can't plan anyone's career. Employee has to plan his or her career on your own, on his or her own. But what you can do is you can provide those opportunities. So what this methodology says is, you list down what all positions you have, prepare inventory of the skills and abilities which people have, and you figure out what are the skills and abilities you want to grow in your organization. And if you are looking at, okay, this is the delta which I am looking at, which I want to grow in the organization, then you start placing rewards on that. Suppose, like most of the IT companies right now are looking for a particular set of skill sets. So you put rewards on these skill sets. If you're doing certifications on these skill sets, then you are going to get more rewards, and you are going to get promoted, or you are going to get better assignments. So that is a motivation for people, and the people who are passionate about coding, they start getting into those certifications. And once you prepare this framework, then you have to create awareness so that people can actually know about it. The biggest problem is that people are not aware about these kind of programs. And once you know, okay, these people are pursuing these kind of certifications or these kind of career paths, then you can actually document and see where the trend is going. Like YouTube tells us now, if you are listening to Jagjit Singh continuously, it will start feeding you Jagjit Singh only. So you have to work in that manner, that if somebody is doing IT certifications, you have to keep feeding IT certifications. If you are doing something in data science, So you have done 3 certifications in data science, then I know you have a clear interest in data science. So I will develop you in data science, and I will tell you where I can take you in data science and what kind of opportunities I can give you. And finally, you have to keep evaluating that where the person has reached. Or like after listening to Jagjeet Singh for 4 hours, now I say no more Jagjeet Singh. Now I want to see Himesh Reshammiya. So it's fine. I can change my choice. So the way YouTube adjusts from Jagjeet Singh to Himesh Reshammiya, you also have to say, okay, now from data science, this person wants to do something completely different. So let's provide those kind of opportunities to the person. That's how the modern connect with employees should be, the YouTube model.
You talked about the Google and also the Unilever. They do some of the workshop for the passion. They try to find out what the skills are there, what the latent skills are there. Then they try to upskill their employees. So they help in this regard. Now, if I go back around 3 to 5 years, so while screening the CV, earlier part we were looking at what was our preference that the candidate that should be from the similar industry. If we talk about the tenure of service, that should be around 3 to 5 years with the current and previous organizations. This was the preference. There should not be any career breaks in the CV. If he's working as a consultant or working as a business owner, might be there was some hesitation to hire him. They should go for him or not. This was the scenario. Now I think things a little changed. So how do you look at the CV now? When you screen the CV, then what is your preference as of now? Is there any change?
Okay. Ramesh, let me tell you, there is a very good example which came to my mind. When you go to buy, say, vegetables or fruits, so you go to a shop which is full of apples, and you want to buy an apple. So if the guy has 100 apples, then and you want to buy only 3 apples. So you will look at each and every apple. Okay, which one is
You
bigger?
just
Which
buy
one
the
is
best.
red? अच्छा, okay, is there any mark on it or not? So you do all the drama, and you then pick up 3 apples and you say, now these are the 3 best apples I've got for me. Now, if you go to market and there are only 3 apples, and uh, say 2 apples and one peru, which is close to which might taste like apple or which is the family of apple, then you say, acha, theek hai. We will treat this as apple. Same thing is happening. Look, the opportunities have grown and the talent market has come. Means the supply of the talent which you are looking at, that has come down significantly. So, and one more thing, the way technology is growing and the kind of skill sets which are emerging. You look at a technology of Flutter, you try to hire Flutter developers and you say, I want a Flutter developer with 5 years of experience. You will not get anyone. So the person who is like 1 year into Flutter, that guy is the king. So what will you check? Job consistency 3 years. Now nowadays people are giving long-term awards for 5 years of service. So this is all contextual. You can, it is like how many CVs you are getting and do you have a choice or not. If you don't have a choice, then you of course bring down the tightness which you are going through in selecting people. And then that again goes to employee engagement, that what kind of pull you are creating through your brand. Like if Starbucks puts an advertisement, how many million applications they are getting throughout the year, they can make a choice. But if you are a small company who is putting application and 5 people are coming in, so you have to choose among those 5, or maybe another 5 you will source from somewhere, and that's it. That's what the choice is, and you have to move forward with that choice. It is not that people are bad. Thing is, anyone you pick up, how much you have to invest in training those people. we need to understand that when we say talent is not available, it is like we are looking at ready talent. Ready talent for a particular company is never available. So you have to take raw talent and you have to make sure that you are training that talent in such a manner that the talent is useful for your organization. So,
Yeah, in short, you're trying to say this is
whosoever you
supply
pick
and
up,
demand. In short, you're trying to say it's a supply and demand game. Because the supply is less, so we have become little flexible on this.
yeah, of course. And look, most of the bigger organizations, when IT industry started or retail industry started, there was no one in organized retail or IT. So they picked up people from other industries, trained them. In fact, most of the IT organizations still pick up people from colleges and put them in 6 months school in their own training facilities, so that they they learn how the company operates and what kind of skills are required for them. So this is like whether you want to grow talent, you want to invest in growing talent and developing talent, or you just want ready-made talent from outside. Right now, supply is not that great.
But should we agree that the principle of employee engagement that is always centered around the career development opportunities, I think that will remain same. So how the organizations can provide the more career development opportunities in current context when we are talking about the well-being,
Okay,
when we are talking about the work-life balance. What is your opinion on
so
this?
uh, I will give you an example. I wrote a book on decision making. The book we were initially talking about, and one of my friends wrote to me, "Your book is very useful." So I was happy and elated. I was thinking that okay, I will ask him to write a review for the book. But then I thought, let me ask him why is he saying so. So I said, uh, "How do you find it useful?" He says, "It has perfect thickness. When I put it under my laptop comes to my eye level." So the way I wanted him to use the book, he's not using the book in that manner. He is using the book in a totally different manner. Same way, look, if we are thinking that we can develop employee careers, we can't develop employee careers. You run training programs, people don't attend. You try to tell people what is right for them, they know what is right for them. What you can do is you can create vision for them. You can help them in defining, okay, what is that you want to do in your career. So nobody, if you see people, in fact, when we were young, we were also not thinking about, okay, in our career, what are we going to do? Till the time somebody put us in a program and asked, what is your plan for your entire career? And then we started thinking, okay, if I have to spend, say, X amount of years in this particular career, then we have to think so that we can reach the level we want to reach. And then we started working towards it. So that hand holding and guidance is important. And after that, you provide infrastructure, people know how to develop themselves. There are more and enough resources available inside and outside the organization. Look, suppose you have, God, God forbid, somebody has, say, sugar. You tell that person, boss, don't eat sweets. The person is not going to listen to you till the time person gets into some kind of medical problem and doctor tells, now if you eat sugar, you will die. Then the person starts doing all those things which you were trying to tell that person, boss, now start running, don't eat sweets, take medicine, and all that. Career development is also like same, people realize at their own time, but you should keep making efforts so that without getting into problems, they proactively start thinking about it, and that's where organizations can play a role. Another thing which organizations do and must be doing When you define your jobs, when you design your jobs within the organization, you design them in such a manner that there is a career path inbuilt in them. So when if you design, like if you're designing a park, in park you provide pathways. If you don't provide pathways, then how will people move inside the park? So if people have to walk, they can take a particular trail and go. Same way, you have to make sure that you are providing those trails, you are providing resting joints on those trails. And if people want to take a different trail altogether, and what is that they are going to experience on that trail, this is very, very important. So, and organization should not do this for employees. Organization should do this for themselves. Employees will get benefited and organizations will also get benefited.
I think
That's
it has been
what
the
I think.
wonderful discussion on this. And if I try to conclude, then the definition of career is changed or not changed, I don't know. But the meaning is a little more broader now, and it is more flexible now. So thank you so much, Mr. Harjit Khanduja, for joining the conversation and sharing your wonderful thoughts.
Thank you.